This video is going up a little bit later than I would have liked for it to, but I just really didn't know how to approach like my overall thoughts after having the Switch 2 for a few days. I didn't really know how to approach this video just because I feel like there's so much out there about the system that what I'm going to say is probably not going to be much different than what other people are going to say. So instead of doing like the same stuff, I'm going to just basically kind of say my specific thoughts on certain things about the Switch 2 and what made me buy it rather than like try to sway you guys into like, is it worth buying? I'll get into that towards the end. But I want to say what made me buy it and why I think it was worth the upgrade. Because all this technically is, guys, I'm going to be real with you. All the Switch 2 is, is basically a Switch Pro. It's basically the Switch with better specs. Basically, that's all it is. So basically, if you have a Switch and you have a decent library of games for it, and you want better performance for like most of your Switch games, like if a Switch game targets 30 FPS and it dips down on Switch 1 a lot, Switch 2, you're not gonna lose any frame rates on anything. So for in that respect, is it worth it for those people? Yes. But I can't say for sure that buying a Switch 2 for just one game, being Mario Kart World, would necessarily be worth it, honestly. Because looking at it from like a consumer perspective, if I didn't have a Switch already, I don't know if I would have bought it at launch. Because none of the launch titles looked super interesting enough for me to like be like, oh my god, I have to run out and buy that right now. Like Mario Kart World is awesome. Like I'm really enjoying it, but like when you look at trailers and stuff, it looks like the same damn game than as Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. But it's not when you actually play the game. That's when it's like, oh holy crap! This is actually a really smooth, really gorgeous looking game, and it shows like, and the music is amazing in it too. Like some of the tracks in there, the remixes of old tracks, like music tracks and race tracks, are super freaking cool. Like Rainbow Road is fucking nuts, dude. It is nuts. Um, but yeah, like for me, that's not what sold me on it. What sold me on it is just the slight performance boost that some Switch games might experience, which I can confirm a lot of Switch games that target a certain frame rate, whether it be 30 or 60 FPS, they do hit that frame rate now consistently. And I didn't notice any kind of frame droppage on anything I've tested and anything I've seen tested. Like MK1 plays way better now. MK11, from what I've played of it, still looks like crap, but it at least plays better. But it looks like like the resolution does not get boosted. The performance of it gets boosted. Resolution boost would only happen if they release a patch like they did for Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, which in the case of those are paid, and Mario Odyssey got a free um, resolution patch, 4K 60 HDR10 upgrade, which I don't know why they just didn't do that with Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. Oh wait, they did, but you have to have the expansion pass, which I don't because I think it's more worth it now, and I kind of want to do it, but at the time when it was released, it wasn't really worth it. But now it kind of is, because you're getting a lot of stuff with it. You're getting like GameCube, N64, Game Boy Advance, the free upgrades for Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, the Mario Kart 8 DLC for free, basically. Um, I forget what else it has in it, but it seems more worth the $50 or $60, whatever it is. I think it's 50. I don't remember off the top of my head, but whatever. That seems more than now with the advent of GameCube being on there and having Soul Calibur 2 and Wind Waker and F Zero and stuff like that. Like Soul Calibur 2 being on there, it's like, man, I want to play Soul Calibur 2 online with people. Um, that would be cool. And plus, like, links in there. So that was like a huge selling point of Soul Calibur 2 back in the day. But, like, for me, the Joy-Con 2s are pretty much the same, in my opinion. They're not comfortable for me to hold, but a lot of people say they're a lot of more able-bodied individuals that buy this. That's how I'm gonna put it. I'm not gonna put it how I usually put it. I usually say normal people because I'm still normal. I'm just not as able-bodied as other individuals are. So more able-bodied people are having a better experience with the Joy-Cons and the Joy-Con grips of this console. Me, I still don't like the way they feel. It's not comfortable for my left hand, especially. My right hand, yes, I can definitely feel it's way more beefier, way more in the hand to grip, so it feels better. But for this hand, it just doesn't. I can't properly grip a a controller with this hand. So as you guys can see, I can barely hold it straight. Usually when I hold it, you usually see it tilted like this. Because that's what makes it comfortable for this hand to hold it. But in the case of a Joy-Con, all I have is a Joy-Con 1 over here. But I'm going to show you guys what I mean when it comes to Joy. Let me just do the left Joy-Con. So in the case of Joy-Cons here, I can't hold them straight in my hand. Like, I can, but I can't reach every button or the joystick easily. Like, see, I'm struggling to do that. I can't hold it straight in my hand because this hand automatically like curves. But with my dominant hand, my right hand, which I'm going to show you right now, with this Joy-Con, I can hold it just fine. Like, whatever, it's fine. But for me, and for a lot of people, the whole experience of it being like dual wielding Joy Cons, I can't do that. So that's why I don't like the Joy-Con grip or whatever. Is because it's not comfortable for me, and I I just never really was able to find a comfortable way to hold it. So that being said, that's why I don't really enjoy doing it, playing it in handheld mode. I played both this and my Switch 2, like 98% of it in docked mode. So I will say this: the screen is nicer. It is 1080p, but it is not an OLED screen like this is. This screen, the color gambit and gamut and stuff, and just like the saturation and stuff, is way better on here. But it is a lower resolution screen. You can definitely tell the screen on the Switch 2 is higher res screen than this, but the colors are more muted on that console. That's one thing I did notice, and that would be a downgrade for a lot of people if you exclusively play in handheld mode. For me, that didn't bother me. Honestly, the reason why I bought the OLED is for the dumbass Ethernet, which was a stupid ass reason to buy this stupid thing, because honestly, it didn't even add much to like the speed of the internet or download speed of stuff or the overall online experience for the Switch, and even for the Switch 2. Like honestly, it's pretty much the same download speed wise. Now online with Mario Kart World, I haven't tested any Switch games online yet, but Mario Kart World Online at least has been pretty smooth. I have not noticed any kind of lag so far. So I don't know if it's just improved online because of the overall horsepower of the system or what. I don't know. But yeah, sorry for that like deep dive into like why I don't play in handheld mode and why I don't really enjoy the Joy-Cons themselves. But for like I said, more able-bodied people, I think the Joy-Cons are serviceable. So is the Switch 2 Pro controller worth getting? No. I really, unless you want a really comfortable controller that's on par with the Pro controller of the last console, and you don't have a Pro controller already, then yeah, it's worth it. But like it being $90 is insane to me. Like what is in that controller that makes this $90? I don't want to harp on that too much. I'm not gonna dwell on that because I already did in my Switch 2 Pro controller video because it did disappoint me. It's a good controller. It has a nice D-pad, nice analog sticks, and the back button's nice, and then having the capture button's nice for the game chat and stuff like that. But like, why is it $90, Nintendo? Like, what is in there? The Rumble doesn't feel that different to me. The only thing that feels different to me is the D-pad, the buttons, and the analog sticks feel a lot more premium, which they better for $90. Like you feel like you're getting your money's worth because it's a decent controller. Hell, every time I'm done with the damn thing, I put it back in its box in the little baggy thing because I want to keep it in good shape. Like I want to keep it almost looking pristine if I can, because I paid $90 thanks to my Patreon supporters for this controller. I want to keep it looking as nice as possible because it is a nice looking controller. It's a nice feeling controller, but it's not $90 nice in my opinion. So if you have a Switch One controller, basically what I'm saying, like a Pro controller, yes, just use that. Don't bother buying a Pro Switch Pro 2, whatever, Switch 2 Pro controller, whatever you want to call it. Don't bother buying that controller. It's not worth the money. Unless you want a premium feeling controller to go with your premium, more powerful Switch. Like, I'm not going to sit here and glaze the Switch 2 Pro controller because it's not that big of an upgrade. The D-pad is probably the biggest upgrade to it. The D-pad and the back buttons. That's probably like the biggest thing. Like I said, the analog sticks do feel nicer, but it's not anything to write home about. So overall, my overall thoughts on the Switch 2 to wrap this up in a nice, concise 20-minute video, basically, or 13, 14-minute video, however long this ends up being. Um, to me, it's worth it. To me, the Switch 2 is worth it. For me, the amount of Switch games I had that see a performance boost from it, to me, that made it worth it. And plus, it overall looks nicer. And just the fact that Mario Kart World is actually better than I thought it was going to be makes me really happy and really glad I bought, or my wife bought that. She bought that and the system for me. She didn't have the money to buy the damn controller. That's why. Because when we were online, I didn't think she bought the game. She apparently when she paid off the game the night that we picked it up, or the night before we picked it up, after she got off work that Wednesday night, she paid off the system and bought the game. I didn't know that because in line I told her, I was like, "Look, my phone's about dead. I can pay out my Patreon support, and we can go in there and buy the game probably." Well, she was like, we'll see if when we get in there. And I was like, all right, whatever, just get my wallet just in case. and she got my wallet, and I get in there, and the guy's like, "Here's the system in the game," and I'm like, "It's like, why didn't you just tell me you bought the game, man? I went and paid out my Patreon." But then I was like, "Well, I paid out the Patreon, so I might as well just buy the controller." Well, and then I was like, "Oh, a controller got here, woo!" And the SD card too. I got the micro SD Express card. I do want to stress that real quick before I end this little story here. If you buy the Switch 2 and you think you need extra storage, which, spoiler alert, guys, I don't think you will right away. Don't buy one right away. Yes, they're fairly cheap. They're like $60, but I still think save your money for another game or something like Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom for like 70, or whatever game or thing you want to buy with that $60 you could save. Do that. Buy like a Pro One, a Switch Pro controller, a Switch One Pro controller with that, because I think they're like 70. I think 65 or something like that now. I think something like that. On Amazon, usually they fluctuate between like 60 and like 70, I think, or something like that. I don't remember how much the Pro controller is, how much it retails for. I haven't seen one in a while, or like cared to look for one. But save your money with micro SD express cards. You get 256 gigs of storage with the console. It's not 64 gigs like the Switch OLED and any other Switches are. So like, I think that standard Switch is like 32. I think OLED is like 64. I think, if I remember right. I can't remember off the top of my head. But honestly, the amount of storage you get at launch seems okay for a while, until there's a lot more third party stuff that comes out, and you start like installing a bunch of stuff on your Switch 2, like storage. Then you might need to buy it, but at launch, no. And to be honest with you, the only reason I did it, to be honest, is because it was $60, and it was the official like license by Nintendo with like Red Joy-Con, Red micro SD Express card. But make sure if you do buy one, it is micro SD Express. It has to be Express. It will not work with with oh here I put it in here with with one of these bad boys. It will not work with one of these. This will not work. This was the one inside my OLED, and I took it out after I formatted it. But make sure you use a micro SD Express card. I will put a link below in the description again, so you guys, and in the pinned comment. I've been doing that a lot more, remembering to. I've been good about that. So I'm going to do that for you guys. If you guys want to buy one from Best Buy, wherever, they're $60. I would assume they're still in stock. I don't know why they wouldn't be. If you want to buy one, buy that. Don't buy any of the other name brand ones, because the same gig storage size was like 75 or something like that for like a Samsung or another SanDisk, I think. I don't remember, but it was like all black, so it would go more with the system. It would blend in with the system more, but I like the red motif of it with the Nintendo logo, and I think it had the like little mushroom symbol on it too. I think, I don't know. I'll have to take it out and check it out. But yeah, just be careful buying SD cards. Make sure you buy the correct kind. But anyway, with that out of the way, do I think it's worth buying a Switch 2 right now if you haven't bought a Switch? That depends. Is there any games that look interesting to you? My rule of thumb is, if you know you're gonna get your money's worth out of a game and it looks interesting to you and you think you're gonna have fun with it, yes, it's worth it. But the reason I bought it was because I had a vast library of like 40 or so Switch games. So I was like, even if there's only a slight performance boost from games, it's still worth it. And the little performance boost from Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity you get, it's locked at 30, that's fine enough for me. That I was like, okay, cool. I didn't waste money on this. I feel like it's doing what I expected it to do. But I'm not gonna sit here and tell you guys like rush out and buy this system right away. You guys make your own judgments. Would I buy it if I didn't have a Switch 1 library? Honestly, no. I probably would have waited till like August or something when Kirby came out. Because Kirby and the Forgotten Land for Switch, that getting new DLC or content for Switch 2 exclusively, that that's that already sold me on it. Like I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna buy one anyway, but I was gonna buy one around then. But I figured, screw it, since the whole tariff stuff, and I didn't know if the price was gonna go up by then. That's what kind of justified me being an idiot and buying it. Plus, I could do videos on it too. Let's be real. I'm a content creator. That's honestly kind of why I bought it as well, so I could make videos for it. Not that my channel does super well in views, but I can still have fun making videos about it, damn it. So that's how I justified it. But for you guys, it's not like I wouldn't, if you don't have a Switch 1 library and none of these games look interesting to you at launch, then just wait until there's a game that really interests you, that it's like, oh my god, I have to play this game for the Switch 2. If there's no console seller for you right now, then just wait on it. It's not worth paying $450 to $500 depending on if you buy the bundle with Mario Kart or not. If you're gonna buy a system, buy the one bundled with Mario Kart, because I believe that one's only gonna be sold till like the end of September or something stupid like that. They're not selling it forever, so if you're on the fence about buying one, make your decision soon, because that's probably the best way to buy Mario Kart World right now is digitally. If you're not like me and care about physical, stupid little game carts like this, if you're not like me, just buy it digitally with that thing, because it makes it $50 instead of $80, so you're saving like $30. So yeah. Anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Like I said, nothing super crazy. I didn't want to kind of retread on everything else everyone else is saying, but that's my overall thoughts. I've enjoyed my time with it so far. Will it change in like a week or two? No, because I'm loving Mario Kart. It's way better than I thought it was gonna be. I've been having fun with it. Anyway, guys, enough of me jabbering on about this. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys enjoy my new haircut and my shaven face. I know my wife doesn't, but she likes when I have a beard and stuff. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm gonna go back and play some more Mario Kart, or actually I should probably grind MK1 on PS5. I still gotta get the whole seasonal tower costume for Sindel, I think it is. I don't know, I'm conflicted. I don't know, I don't really feel like doing MK1. Honestly, I just want to go back to grind and get more characters, and I was in Mortal Kombat and Mario Kart. I don't know. I'll decide what I'm going to do, but I'm going to get this video uploaded for you guys. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Peace. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, please don't forget to leave a like, comment down below, subscribe, click the bell button so you get notified when I upload videos, go live, or post on my community page. Shout out to my Patreon supporters: Sunny Silva, Catfish Cat, Lee Fernay, Team Dale, Elliot Scott, Preliab, Harry Fernandez, William Swift, AJ Gottawa, Oliver Friedrich, Len Ernhorn, Marcus Mahaley, Brianna, and the Pay Now Please, Nuclear Reactive Man, Rebecca H., Just Good Enough, Gorgon Kaluskovic, Justin M. Daggins, Daniel Childs, Patrick Oliver, and Harold Huckabee. Thank you guys so much for supporting my channel. If you want to support my channel, it's only $1 a month. That's all I ask. It really does help out the channel a lot. Thank you guys so much for supporting and watching. If you did enjoy this video, I'll see you guys in the next video.